We've got a solid strength workout today. We've got handstand push-ups. We've got one-arm pull-ups. We've got dips. We've got pelican curls. We've got rows as well. It's gonna be a good one. Oh, the head rush from being upside down is slowly getting less and less. But that doesn't mean it's not there. Ooh. I'm stuck. Oh. The mic is making a return to my glasses early. I felt like it kept getting in the way when I was on my t-shirt. When I was on my t-shirt, I felt like it kept getting in the way when my mic was on my t-shirt. So. I might just do negatives, I'll see. I don't know what it is, something feels off today. Maybe because I'm not in my usual spot, and I know this ground is a little bit harder. Plus my options to bail out have been, not reduced, but the space which I have to do it is significantly less. So maybe there's a block in my mind about that, which isn't ideal because the handstand push-up is not an exercise that I can do and just kind of half-ass it, you know what I mean? I only really do get the full benefits if I just go all the way down and then push. I'm trying to think, where else can I do it? I need another wall. Or I can just stop being a little and just push. I could also do that as well. Yeah, last week I realized I kind of messed my exercises up. I think maybe I was just too excited and I got a little bit ahead of myself. I didn't properly check my program. So some exercises that I was meant to do on day 2 of upper, I did on day 1. So then the ones I missed out on day 1, I didn't do. I did them on day 2. Which isn't the end of the world. It's just, what do you call, like, it was just like a little mishap, a little mind blip. I was going to say slip of the tongue, but it wasn't because of anything I said. Yeah, I'm not really feeling 100% with handstand push-ups. So I might just do one more set, because I'm meant to do 5. I'll do one more set, I'll see how it feels. If I feel like I'm better off doing pike push-ups, I might just do pike push-ups, because that also will target shoulders. Obviously, handstand push-ups are the best way that I could target shoulders, simply because of its resistance profile. But you know what? If I'm not feeling it, then I'm not feeling it. That's absolutely fine. Then there are substitute exercises for a reason. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a dumb thing I have in my head about being extra cautious of failing and like hitting my head and stuff. But why am I focusing on that? I just need to be focusing on pushing. that was definitely better. Like I said, I just kind of just got to focus on actually pushing. And sorry, did you want to use it? Go for it. Hey, look at that. Who'd have thought focusing on the exercise and exercise alone and not worrying about how I'm gonna bail or if it's gonna hurt or whatever. Who would have thought that if I just focus on the exercise and not on anything else, like, oh, is this gonna hurt if I fail? Or is it gonna be uncomfortable to get out of, whatever. Who would have thought that would have distracted me and took away from my strength? Crazy, right? Yeah, so you always focus on what it is you're doing and not anything else, because then that will just take over your thought process. It won't even take over, but it will slowly seep in the cracks and it will start to whittle away at you. And then all of a sudden you won't be performing at the best of your ability, simply because your focus is not there, your effort is not there, your concentration, your energy, your power, it is not there. Alright, one more set. Also, I realised last time my right shoulder, arm, like it was, not shoulder, my right arm was flaring out a lot more. So I want to avoid that by setting up my parallels beforehand, and I guess I'll just like walk on up to them. Yeah, I was feeling way too unstable. You saw the way I came down. I basically flew off. I was not feeling that set. Not that set, sorry. I was not feeling any rep after the first one. And I'm okay with that. Like all my reps for these 4 or 5 sets, they're just 1 to 5 reps. Ideally, I want to be working towards 3 to 5 reps, but especially in these last couple sets, if I get 1 to 3, heck, even if I just get 1, I'm perfectly okay with that. Like, this is purely a strength-focused exercise at the moment. And as I build up the strength over time, I'll be able to do more than 3 reps, more than 4, more than 5. To be fair, I feel like 3, maybe 4 is my max. I don't even think I'll be able to do 5, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm just starting off, so we take it slow, we start from the bottom, and we just build up. All right. Wow, 5 full ones and 8 partial reps on 1 arm pull-ups. Insane. We're all fucking done. I like how I've done that as if I finished the set. No, there's still my right arm to go. Duh. But still. All right, now can I match the energy and intensity on my right arm? Yes, sir. God damn. I was ready to be absolutely finished off by the handstand push-ups. Sure, that was my first exercise, but they are demanding as fuck. All right, now we just chill here for about 3-4 minutes, and I mentally reset. I let my nervous system die from being tired, and then I'll come back to life, and then we go again. See, one thing that's easy to forget as well is that it's not only your muscles that get fatigued when you're in the gym, right? If you do any lift of any kind, there's also going to be a demand on your CNS, or like your central nervous system, right? Because that's what basically tells your body, your muscles, whatever, to move. Like it sends the signals to your body parts to move. And the more you do a motion, obviously there's going to be a thing of greasing the groove, where the more you do something, the more efficient your body will become at that movement, right? But at the same time, in the moment itself, when you're training, after you finish a set, you will be fatigued, obviously. But it won't just be your muscles that are fatigued, it will be your nervous system as well. So sometimes like I feel like I'll be waiting too long. Like, oh, like it's been a minute and a half, it's been 2 minutes, why am I not ready to go again? Like I just don't feel it, like I can't, it's not about the focus, but I know my mind still isn't 100% ready to go again. And that's when I realize, okay, that's my nervous system that I'm just not ready yet. Like I need to give it a couple more minutes for it to, not find its baseline, but for it to settle down a little bit. Like I'm not an expert on the central nervous system or anything like that. This is just purely based off of how I feel, how my body responds to stuff. Or rather, how my body responds to stimuli, right? Not even 16 and a half, 16.3. On my arm, sorry, not in my arm. I was about to lose grip there. I did want to do like 2 partials, but my hand literally said no, like we are not holding on. And I was like, bet. Alright, now let me return. What was that? 4 reps and 2 partials. Okay. I'll only do 3. I'll just do 1 rep. And then see if I can do some scapular pulls with it. I've done something to my neck, like this morning. Like it's nothing major, but there is a tiniest twinge or sensation that shouldn't be there. And all I've done so far, or rather what I was doing when it happened, was I was looking down and I was having my breakfast. And my neck has just decided to be like, yeah, you're not vibing today. So I don't know what it is. Like I've tried like warming my neck up, I've tried moving it around, up, down, left, right, side to side, 360 and all of that, but it's still there. I don't know what it's about. Just 1 singular rep. Should be fine. Nice. Now give me some partials. All right, now some scapular pulls. My hand was not straight there. Sorry, my arm. All right. All right, I might not do pelican curls, I will see. That's just me being a little bit tired right now. But once I actually finish off these dips, then chances are I might just be like, nah, you know what? Why am I not doing it because I'm tired? But for now, all I'm focusing on is dips. These feel a little bit wider than usual. I think they are. I jumped up and I was like, yeah, these feel a little bit wider apart, which slightly changes how I work with them. But then I was like, you know what? I can't be asked to change them. I'm up here now. It is what it is. I'm doing a dipping motion. If slightly different muscles get activated in a slightly different way, I'm not too fast. At the end of the day, a dip is a dip. As long as my form is decent, or rather no, as long as my form is correct, what am I complaining for? Yeah, go for it. Also, it's really random, but this squat rack is not straight. Like it's at like this is straight here. It's at a little bit of a tilt, and it always throws me off. And it's such a minor thing, and I know it like is, I don't know, it's just the way my brain works. It just feels weird and off. Oh, what am I doing? How many? I don't know. See what I feel like, and then some. That felt strange. I don't know. Also, I'm always curious. Does turning my rings out, does it really take that much out of me? It feels like it, but who knows, man. Not finished yet. Why am I getting so tired up quickly? To be fair, handstand push-ups, one-arm pull-ups and then dips. Yeah, disgusting. Yeah, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, am I being dumb? Of course I'm tired. Why would I not be tired? All right, let's just try like 3 Bulgarian dips, because I don't know if I'll be able to get past 5 dips at this point. I'll be so real. And maybe if I fight for it, I can do 6 to 7, you know? All right, but let's just try and do the hardest variation, which is Bulgarian dips at this point. So I need to be here and then push. All right, oh, come on. My feet were gonna touch the floor. So, try one more. Nope. Oh. See, I told you. At the start of the dips, I was like, I don't know if I want to do pelican curls, I can't be asked. Now, I'm doing pelican curls because I finished the dips and I'm moving on and my focus is on doing these. I think there's a lesson to be learned here, but I do not have the brain capacity to bring this lesson into speech. I believe in you guys to figure it out. All right. Yeah, you look about equal. Oh, I only did these about 2 days ago as well. So I can still feel like my biceps are being cooked from then. I started daydreaming and I stopped counting. Lol. What was I daydreaming about? I was reminiscing about my training session on Saturday. Yeah, if you're thinking of buying rings, not just for calisthenics, for whatever reason, if you need rings and you want to buy them, make sure they've got markings on them. Make sure they've got markings on them, as in, like the measurements. Because the first pair of rings that I owned, they didn't have any markings on them. So when I was setting them up, it was the case of, do these feel equal? Yes, carry on, great. If not, adjust them. But having these markings honestly makes life so much easier. So a bit of practical advice, if you ever want to buy calisthenics rings, make sure they come with measurements of some sort. Or to be fair, you could get plain ones and mark them by yourself. That's absolutely valid as well. I should have had a coffee before I came. Not only that, I shouldn't have taken so long to get here in the first place. I woke up at 3:55. I saw the time and I was like, yeah, I'm going back to sleep. What is this? And then I woke up at 5, which I was okay with. Spent half an hour in my bed, which I shouldn't have. And then like I just took a while to get ready, like have breakfast and stuff, which isn't a problem, but I should know this because in the moment it might feel okay, but then in the moment I'm fine. Then after, like when it gets around this time, like 8:30ish, like after it's been a few hours since I've been up, like I just start to just get tired. Oh, and I've got no music as well today. Well, not today, for the foreseeable future I have no music as well. So I'm just going off of pure vibes that I bring to myself. Music cannot help because, you know, there is no music. I mean, there's a gym music, but the hell is gym music, man? Oh. Ah, come on, fight for these reps. Give me 5. Go slowly down and give me 5 up. One more, man, come on. Go a bit lower. Make it harder. Pain. I'm okay with that. For the sole reason that you know them ones when failure isn't enough. I need to fail twice, maybe even 3 times. And then I can say, yeah, cool. That's enough. You know when you feel sick and your body's like, ugh. That's how my arms feel right now. They just feel ugh. I guess that's a good thing though, given how I was training my arms, you know. Mission success, mission accomplished, something like that. All right, another day, another session done. I felt a little bit of fatigue from Saturday's session, especially because some movements were the same, like the one-arm pull-ups and the pelican curls. To be fair though, in the one-arm pull-ups, I didn't really feel, I felt stronger. I thought I'd definitely feel weaker in that because it's just been like, what, 2 days since I've done it? But I definitely felt a lot stronger. And I'm pleasantly surprised. I would even go as far as to say that I'm quite excited about it. Pelican curls though, they were a challenge. They took a toll on me today. Like I tried pulling and it just didn't work out. But hey, that happens, that's fine. If anything, that means I gave it my all because I couldn't pull anymore, right? It was a good workout. I feel like if I space my days out, if I space my upper days out better, which I didn't do last week just because of prior commitments and then stuff turning up last minute. If they were spaced out better, I feel like this session would have gone slightly better. It was still good. And to be fair, there was nothing inherently bad about it. It was just the case of I wanted to give more, but I couldn't. Like I had nothing left in the tank. So it's a bit of like just a personal nitpicking. But from an objective point of view, this was a good session. I'll tell you what though, the front of my shoulder, it is slowly starting to come into its own. Like my rear delts, for example, I think it's just from the rowing that I've been doing. And I guess even the push-ups as well, to an extent. Like that's why they've been they're developed as they are. Because I didn't really excessively, or not even excessively, I didn't specifically train my rear delts. Like, I haven't since the start of last year. The start of last year, like I used to do like individual days for each muscle part, like shoulders, chest, arms, the works. And I had like maybe 2 or 3 actually, of just rear delt exercises. But that was the start of last year. And then since then, I haven't really. But no, once again, another good day, another good workout. And now, as always, onto the hard part, eating. Yeah, I gotta make sure like I stay on top of my nutrition, man. That's the most important part, and I am unhappy to report. Well, no, I've been doing a decent job, not as good as I should be. But this past week I've done a decent job. More downs than ups in terms of like calories that I'm trying to hit and stuff. But better than normal, I will say. So you know what, we take the small wins. But I know I just got to be better. Alright. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.